Everything going. Hopefully you guys are doing well. It was kind of a nice day outside today, except for the cold wind. It was really sunny, and it would have been warm if it hadn't been for the cold wind. But it was chilly with the wind. So hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. I know it's not going to be as warm, but maybe we at least won't have the wind outside. All right, let's see. I don't know if it's finding it. All right. December 19th. Okay, that should be that one. Alright, so it looks like that's going. Make sure you say hi when you come in so that I can get an idea about whether the chat is working or not. And if you're on YouTube, let me know that you're on YouTube so that I know that that one is working. Usually we don't have anybody on YouTube, but that doesn't mean we won't tonight. So if you're on YouTube, let me know. Alright, let me get the link for everybody. I hate that they did away with the desktop version of Messenger. Now you have to do it through just a Facebook page. That's really, really annoying. Hopefully it'll work better at least. Alright, so I have those links sent out. Looks like everything is good to go. So tonight, everything we have, I think everything we have, maybe one thing only has one, but everything else has duplicates, so we've got more than one of everything. We've got necklaces and we've got some earrings here. I got out a couple long necklaces because we are starting to wear sweaters. It is sweater weather. Can't say that. Sweater weather out there. Hi, Kim. So the long necklaces work really well with sweaters because they tend to be a little bit more bulky up around here, which makes it hard for a short necklace like this to lay flat. It's going to be right there on your collar and it's going to be pushed up like this, and it doesn't work as well. So I did get out some longer necklaces so that we could look at those. Let's see, let me adjust my camera a little bit so that you will be able to see our cute little mannequin here. Oop. Yeah, okay, there. She's in a good spot now. I have to scoot over and let her in, I guess. I'm in her way for a change. Did it ever warm up, Kim? Our wind was cold this afternoon. Really cold. Everything else was good, but the wind was super cold. So that didn't make it very fun. Especially as the sun started going down, then it was very, very cold out there. So, glad to be inside. Hopefully the wind will die down. It won't be so bad tomorrow. Alright. Sorry. You had sun, but it was chilly. Okay. Yep, we did too. Hello, Ruth. How are you? Good to see everybody. Not that I can literally see you, but I can see your names on the screen, so that's always a good thing. Let me close these extra pages now. Okay. I didn't even have that page open and it still went there. That's interesting. I didn't know it would do that when it was closed. Okay. It's always good to learn something, right? Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Because we only have until 7:30, so we have to get our pieces in. Our first one is called Country Road Trip in orange. So these are orange crackle stone. I think those ones on the bottom kind of look like pumpkins, don't they? Not the right shape, but the little pattern on them kind of looks like pumpkins or melons. And then we also have just some round crackle beads. We have the silver textured beads as well as the polished beads. So this one is 2 layers. This is the length. So one sitting right at the collar, one sitting right below, so you're going to have a mid-chest necklace here. And with the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to here. So we're going to be just above the bust. Give you a little bit of extra room there. Depending on your neckline, you might want that. There are 2 of these. Country Road Trip in orange. And it is going to be number 101. Hi, Becky. Don't fall off the car, at least. She says she's in the car in case she falls off. We're hoping she's not falling off the car. That would be bad. So if you just fall off the feed, that's fine. No falling off the car. All right, next up we have the main ingredient in copper. This is shiny copper. So oval links and the beads in between, little spacer beads. This is on a flat chain. This is the length. Let's see. There we go. Get it positioned right. So that is mid-chest already with the 2-inch extension. Again, going to come down here to just above the bust to give you some extra length there. That helps when you have the sweaters that are a little bulkier. The main ingredient in copper, we have 2 of these, and it is going to be number 102. I did not do that on purpose. It just happened. All right. Let me see. I call these a cupcake earrings because they look like sprinkles on top of cupcakes to me. Kaleidoscopic Sky in black. So we have black seed beads with all different multicolored ones sprinkled in there, like sprinkles on a cupcake. Our post is right up here at the top, so they are going to hang down on your ear, something like this. So we have 2 pairs of these. Kaleidoscopic Sky in black. These are going to be, I can't get my numbers apart tonight. Number 103. I can't get my fingers between the cards. All right. Next up, we have, if I can get to it, somehow I buried everything. A special edition of the All the Trimmings necklace. Now this is one that they had a while ago, but I was able to get my hands on a couple of them. So here is All the Trimmings in blue. So we have navy blue pearly beads with this one, navy blue ribbon. I have one in this blue color, and I get compliments on it every time I wear it because people like it. And I think this necklace is just kind of different, which people like as well. So let's show you what it looks like when you put it on. Okay, that's going to be how it lays. Isn't that a pretty necklace? And you could tighten this ribbon up. You can tie it tighter. I usually do. I wear mine more up like this because I will catch it on a drawer handle or something and I will rip it off my neck. Or you could tie it just a little bit looser. It doesn't have a lot of extra room to tie it looser, but you could make a smaller bow and it would be a little bit looser. You could bring it down maybe here. All right, so I have 2 of these. Again, this is a special edition. They are not still making this one. They only made a few of them, and most of them have sold out. This is All the Trimmings in blue, and it is going to be number 104. Very versatile necklace in that navy blue. You wouldn't think so, but being blue, it matches a lot of things. All right, next, another pair of post earrings. This is called Artisan Arbor in silver. So we have our cute little silver flowers, the outline style. Our post is right here, just above that center. So I'm going to sit up a little bit further like this. So that's the length and the size. We have 2 of these. Artisan Arbor in silver is number 105. I'm going to knock my mannequin over here any second, because every time I turn my chair it hits her. Alright, leading loops in silver. So we have the larger gauge chain, we have a cute little bow hanging off of it. This is going to be off-centered, so I will show you how that goes. Let's see, let me get it right. So this is how that's going to lay. So you can see it's off to that one side. You have the copper ones, yeah, they're pretty. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to about here. So you can either have it up around your collarbones, or you can have it be a short necklace up in the upper chest. So we have leading loops in silver. I have 2 more of these. And this one's number 106. Number 107. I have this one myself. This is Secret Gardenista in pink. You can see it's kind of a peachy pink, or maybe like a dusty pink. It's not a pink pink. So we have oval and teardrop beads set in little clusters. They almost fan out from the middle there. This is the length and size. They do have a couple little rhinestone accents here. They're really hard to see, but you do have them. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to about here. So a mid-chest necklace. This one is Secret Gardenista in pink. I have 2 of these. This is going to be number 107. All right. Number 8. Number 8, let's see. We have Heavy Metal Hero in gold. So we have textured gold hoops along with some polished gold hoops. So you got a little bit of variation there in the type of pattern on it. And the earrings are those same hoops, so you won't have to replace them unless you just really want to. I like wearing mine with some different earrings, so you know, you can switch them in and out. This is the length. And then with the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit right down here at the collar. So maybe just above mid-chest, not quite going all the way. So we've got Heavy Metal Hero in gold. There are 2 of these. Hello, Aunt Dora. How cold is it up there? Did you get any snow? Number 108, 2 of these. We hadn't talked to anybody who was in New York recently. And somebody was just asking the other day if New York had gotten snow, and I told them I didn't know. We have a few friends who have family back in New Jersey, and they said they got snow there. Actually, they got quite a bit. Thank you, Becky. I appreciate you sharing. All right, another longer one. This is called What Glows Up in black. So we have our oval black in the center, and then white rhinestones all around the outside with a fringe of silver tassel at the bottom. This is going to be the length. So this part's hanging in the upper chest. Our tassel, though, is going to go all the way down past mid-abdomen. With the 2-inch extension, going to sit right about here, which is about the waistline of your pants. Unless you wear low-rise. You remember those super low-rise ones? What glows up in black? 2 of these. Your snow is melting. Well, it's about due to snow again then. Number 109 for this one. Can't have melted snow. All right, next up we have Western Whisper in black. Cute little charm earrings. They're hanging on what I call a fat teardrop, because it's a little bit fatter. We have a cactus and a boot and a horse and a horseshoe and another horseshoe, little cowboy hat, and then the black stone beads hanging down from the middle. This is the length and size. So we have a Western Whisper in black, and they are number 110. And any of the charms that you didn't like, you could just take off of there. You would not even notice because there's multiple charms on there. So nobody knows how many it's supposed to have. You've had 12 inches already. Wow. Yeah, Marlo sent me a picture last week. I think it was last Monday. And in 24 hours, they had gotten 12 inches. They had 12 inches of new snow. Knotted Keepsake in pink. Good one for fall. Add a little peak to your fall outfits. This one has a little leaf on the bottom. I can't turn that around. There we go. Little leaf on the bottom. And we've got that shell type disc right here. We've got light and darker pink beads in this, along with wooden beads and brass beads. It is on this brown leather cord. This is going to be the length. So bead's going to start right here at the bust. Leaf goes all the way down here. It's almost at the waist. With the 2-inch extension, you're definitely going to be able to get it to the waist. So this one, we have 2 of. It is Knotted Keepsake in pink. Let's see if I can get the card up. It's not been going very well. Number 111 for that one. I'm going to knock this mannequin down yet. Number 112. We have Palm Picnic in silver. So these are hinged earrings. These are palm leaves in a polished silver. You're going to be backwards on me, so bear with me. So these would normally curve toward your face. So this is the length and size. We have 2 of these. Palm Picnic in silver. This is number 112. Number 113. 111 to you, Becky. Gotcha. You got 8 inches a couple weeks ago. Last night, today, it pretty much all melted. Okay. So now you're going to get a fresh dusting of snow, I guess. Probably more than a dusting, but you're going to get a fresh batch of snow. I hate it when it melts from the rain, though, because it gets all dirty looking. And when it's slushy. Alright, Meadow Mosaic in copper. So these are shiny copper. They are filigree leaves. So you can see all the little veins in them. This is the length and size. Really, really pretty ones. Meadow Mosaic in copper is number 113. Let's see what I did with my paper. I keep losing my pens. I think I'm being helped with my pens. You know how that works, right? When Max can't find something to write his notes with really quick when he's on the phone, I think he comes out here and grabs my pens. Because he's like that. Alright, next up we have Designated Diva in white. This is one of our blockbusters. I call this one the jellyfish necklace because here we have a little rhinestone cap. Kind of looks like a jellyfish with all the little legs coming down off of it. We have crystal type beads and we have pearly beads. These are some really cool mesh beads. They're hollow inside. This is the length. So, comes to a V right here at the bust. With the 2-inch extension, going to come down to about here. So you're going to come down past mid-abdomen and be in that lower abdomen area somewhere there. So Caitlin is out visiting her sister-in-law and brother-in-law now in Montana. And pretty sure it's cold and snowy there. They're coming back tomorrow. Designated Diva in white. And I have as many of these as you need because it is a blockbuster. So I have several on hand and I can order more. Number 114. So hopefully she's had fun out there playing in the snow. Now she has to come home and work. Because that's what you have to do after vacation. Alright, cue the mic drop in copper. This is easier for me to put on the bust to show you. So we have little white rhinestones on the chain as well as hanging from the chain. And this is that beaded type chain. You see they have the long beads and then the little short ones in between. Kind of like an SOS sign. This is the shiny copper. This is the length. So it is hanging down below the collarbones. With the 2-inch extension, going to come down to about that collar right there. So we have one of these. Just one. Cue the mic drop in copper. Couldn't resist putting it out there, even though there's only one. Number 115. Because they're always so pretty. And then these would look really good with it. Let me see. Let me get some hand sanitizer. Alright, highly flammable. Also in shiny copper. So little swirls of copper with white rhinestones, and then 2 larger white rhinestones dotting in the middle there. Hey Tracy, this is the length and size. Now these do not look like flames to me. I think that's what they're going for, but it doesn't look like flames to me. Highly flammable in copper, we have 2 of them. Number 116. But they and I usually have differences of opinion anyway. So, fluttering fan in orange. So this is kind of a peachy orange. These are dewy beads in teardrop shape. Little white rhinestone accents, and then silver bars fanning out from the bottom of those clusters. This is the length. And this peach does have a little bit of a pink tone, just a little. This one sits down at that collar with the 2-inch extension. Gonna sit down right here. So go past mid-chest. We have 2 of these. Fluttering fan in orange. This one is going to be 117. I think I just broke a nail. How do you break a nail showing jewelry? That's what I want to know. Only me. Tour de Fairy Tale in orange. Also that peachy kind of dewy bead in the center. And then we have scroll work with white rhinestones around the outside of this one. Looks like an antique type frame. This is the length and size. So we have 2 pairs of these. Tour de Fairy Tale in orange is number 118. Let's see, number 119. Anything going on good at your house, Tracy? We talked about the weather. Becky's got snow. Aunt Dora's got snow. I know Marlo's got snow, even though she's not on right now. I know she's got snow. Beachfront Fabulous in brown. So this is a little bit darker brown, but they do have swirls in them. You can see that's that kind of pearly texture on those discs. We also have the pear-shaped silver beads, and then the larger gauge silver chain above it. So this is layers. This is like a milk chocolate color. I love making candy references because everybody knows what candy looks like. So this is the length of those layers. First one's going to sit right there around the collarbones. Second one's going to come down a little bit below that. With the 2-inch extension though, that bottom of the bottom layer is going to be right here at mid-chest. So it's going to be at mid-chest and just above it. This one is Beachfront Fabulous in brown. I have 3 of these. And it is number 119. Good color for fall. Or if you just want to be made hungry for chocolate, which, I mean, things happen. Next, we have stainless steel earrings. Butterflies. So the stainless steel ones, these will not tarnish, but they will discolor eventually from wearing them. So no tarnish, but they will discolor eventually just from being against your skin. So we have a post earring. Our post is right up in here in the top third of that body. So just about like this. I have 2 pairs of these. These are going to be number 120. Number 121. I only have 1 pair of these earrings. Let me take the 2 sticker off because I know I've only got 1 pair. Neutral Nuance in brown. So we have a brown tiger's eye in teardrop shape inside that silver frame. And down here in this flower we have one of the blue crackle stones, the turquoise. This is the length and size. So you've got your tiger's eye plus the crackle all in this nice silver. Neutral Nuance in brown. We have 1 pair of these left. Number 122. Let's put them right there. This one's nice because it is multicolored, so you can match it with a lot of things. This is called Color Closeness in multi. And what is multi is these little spacers in between. These have rhinestones on them. So let me show that to you up close. So you can see there's blue there. This is a dark green. We've got a pink. What is just above that? That looks like a purple. So pink, purple, blue, green in between these polished beads. So this is the length of that necklace, coming down just below the collarbones. Okay, refocus. Camera's worse about focusing than I am. Look at that. There we go. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit right here, which is going to be above the collar, which means we're not going to make it to mid-chest with this one. It is a shorter necklace. This one is color closeness in multi. We have 2 of them. It is number 123. Number 124, also in multi. This is called Fairy Tale Meadow in multi. I have 3 of these. So it's a Y-shaped necklace with little flowers. In the center of these flowers are little stones, rhinestones, and they are different colors. So we have pink, blue, and green is what I see. Pink, blue, and green. I like the Y shape. This is the length. So that last flower is going to come down below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, you're going to bring it down here, which is going to bring this V down almost to where the collar is. Give you a little bit more room in there. This one is Fairy Tale Meadow in multi. We have 3 of these. 124. We're almost done. 5 minutes. I'm trying to get as many as I can in. 5 minutes. Chiseled Cascade in pink. These are pink stone. You can see it is semi-transparent. Kind of has that dewy look as well. They have a little bit of color variation because this is natural stone. And we've got the silver beads and silver accent beads on the bottom. This is all on the wire hoops. This is the length and size. So we have Chiseled Cascade in pink, very pale pink. 2 of those, number 125. Next up we have, I like this one with all the stars on it. Stars aren't only for the 4th of July. In silver, Americana Girl. Still having trouble with these layers. I didn't get them straight. There we go. So our middle one has the most stars on it, down in this lower curve. Top one has little stars up in these corners. Bottom one has a star down at the bottom. These are all highly polished, so they are very shiny. I have 3 of these. This, see if I can get these layers right. This is the layers, the length of the layers. All right, so our first one is going to be up here, kind of choker length. Second one, let me make it focus. There, that's better. Just below the collarbones. Third one, down here in the lower part of the upper chest, not quite at mid-chest, but with the 2-inch extension, that's going to come down to mid-chest. So right about here. All those layers are going to move down. We have Americana Girl in silver, 3 of these, and number 126. I keep hoping we're going to get snow, but it doesn't happen. We keep trying, and we get like 27 flakes, and I think they all land on me or on my car windshield. So you never actually get to enjoy them. I remember in the late 90s, I'm not sure who was here in the late 90s, but in the late 90s, it was 98 or 99, we had a snowstorm and got like 20 inches. It's a crazy amount for North Carolina. All right, this is Festive Flight in pink. So we have the silver butterfly in the middle, pink rhinestones all the way around the outside, 2 layers of the beaded chain. But everything was closed for like a week. You couldn't get anywhere. We stayed home for a week. We were only out of power at that time about a day. There were some that were out of power a long time, but we were not. My nose tickles. I think I'm allergic to the hand sanitizer. So this is the length. It is going to be down just above the bust. With the 2-inch extension, it's actually going to sit down here on the bust. So we have, turn it back around, Festive Flight in pink. We have 2 of these. This one is number 127. Number 128, we have Orange Cracklestone, Mojave Mogul in orange. So we have the orange cracklestone in the center, surrounded all around the outside by white rhinestones. This is the length and size. So we have 2 pairs of these. Mojave Mogul is number 128. We're almost there. 1 more minute. Let's see, what can I fit in? I have 1 more necklace. Let's do this one. This one is in antique copper. It is called Monumental March in copper. So we have these, there, let me show them to you. Little pieces with a diamond pattern on them. This is on a snake chain, and it is dark brown. So this antiquing is pretty dark on this one. This is the length. So it is sitting up above that collar, but with the 2-inch extension, you're going to be able to bring it down here just below that collar. So it will be mid-chest. We have Monumental March in copper. We have 3 of these. It's our last piece tonight, number 129. And that makes it 7:30 on the dot. All right, so if you missed any part of the show, feel free to go back and watch it, rewatch it. If you want to see something again, you'll be able to see it again. If you want to claim them, just leave the comment on there just like you would during the live show. And we'll take care of that for you. We'll be back on Sunday. We'll show some one and dones on Sunday. I think we actually are going to be here on Sunday this time. I think that's all I need to tell you. Thanks you all for showing up tonight. I appreciate it, so I'm not talking to myself, which I can do, but it's not as fun. So we'll see you on Sunday. Have a great weekend, everybody.